one of the most widely used and highest rated budgeting and spending tracking apps, Mint, is having another $10,000 giveaway. Now, of course, this is super exciting because who wouldn't like to have another $10,000 sitting in their pocket? But there's a little bit more to it than meets the eye. I dove into the official rules and read all the fine print so that you don't have to, and so that you can know everything that you would need to know about this giveaway, if we can even call it that anymore. Because I can confidently tell you right now that it is not all that it seems. So let's discuss what I found. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Kevin, and on this channel we talk about everything about personal finance. So if you're into that, and I'm guessing that you are, considering that you clicked on this video, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider liking this video. No one really likes to read these legal documents that all these contests seem to have, and I took the time to do it for you, and the best way that you could reward me for that is by just dropping a like on the video. Now, for those that don't know what Mint is, it is a spending tracker and budget planning app for your phone that is made by the same company that makes TurboTax, Intuit. So if you use TurboTax every year for your taxes, odds are you will enjoy Mint as well. And even if you don't use TurboTax, Mint is a fantastic app that is trustworthy and secure and is great for anyone that's looking for a simple approach to their finances. Now, I use Mint myself, and I cannot recommend it enough to people who are looking to get some control over their money. Its best feature, in my opinion, is its ability to connect all of your financial accounts into one single place. So you can log in and get a quick snapshot of everything going on with your money, from your bank accounts, your utilities, credit card balances, investments, and even your credit score. And on top of being able to connect all of your accounts in one place, it also logs all of your transactions and creates nice little pie charts for you to, look at how you're spending your money. But we'll get back to those accounts in a moment because they matter a lot for this $10,000 giveaway. Now, to enter, you need to download the app to your phone, and every day that you log in, you get one entry per day, up until June 1st, which is when the entry period ends. This entry period began on April 12th, so there's still plenty of time to get in and start building up some entries if you plan on participating. But let's talk about the three most important things that you should know about this contest. Now, point one, and probably the most important point, and potentially kind of a controversial one, is that you're not actually winning $10,000. You are winning a reimbursement of $10,000. Yeah, you heard me correctly. This is not a $10,000 giveaway. It is a reimbursement of the spending that you have already done this year up to $10,000. Now, of course, this isn't all that bad. I mean, I would love to get the money back that I've already spent this year. Who wouldn't? But here's where the semantics start to come in. If you have not spent $10,000 already this year, you will not be getting $10,000. For example, if you've only spent $6,000 this year, you'll only be winning $6,000. Now, according to the official rules, the minimum amount that anyone can win is $3,000. So if you're the type of person who doesn't have any expenses, maybe you live with family or you're on the younger side and you don't have any spending of your own to do, you can look forward to $3,000 if you win. And on the opposite end of that, the maximum amount that you can win is $10,000. So say you've already spent $12,000 this year or something like that, they're not gonna give you $12,000. They're gonna give you a maximum of $10,000, but that's kind of obvious, but still worth saying. Now, that might seem like kind of a weird way of going about giving away money, like a reimbursement of spending. Who does that? But there is a very specific reason that they are doing it this way, and that is point two. You need to connect all of your financial accounts to Mint. Connecting your accounts to Mint is not necessary to win. Of course it isn't, but it is in your best interest if you want to win this money, and it's also in Mint's best interest if you connect everything that you possibly can to it. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that one of my favorite features of Mint is the ability to connect everything and get like a quick overlook of everything that's going on with your money. And Mint wants you to use this feature as much as you possibly can, and that's why they frame it in a reimbursement of spending way, because you might be spending a lot of money, but how is Mint supposed to know how much money you're spending? You gotta connect the accounts. The more accounts that you connect to the app, the more spending data Mint gets, increasing the amount that you could win if you are the lucky one that is selected. And on the other side of that, if you have spending that you have done this year so far and it's not connected to Mint and you happen to win, that doesn't count. They don't consider that. From Mint's perspective, this makes complete sense. These contests are very obviously a means of pulling in new users and bringing everyone back each day to bump their daily active users. There's no secret there. When you take the time to connect all of your financial accounts to Mint and make a daily habit of logging into this app, the more likely you will be a reoccurring customer after this contest is over. Now, from the way I see it, it is a win-win situation. You are taking the time to establish a spending tracking and budgeting app, and taking an active role in paying attention to your personal finances. And it's a win for Mint because they get more people using their software. And not to mention too that this is not the first $10,000 giveaway that they've had, so even more so it allows you to stick around long term for the next $10,000 giveaway if you're interested in still participating after this one's over. There's one very big spot that this contest falls short in, and that brings me up to point 3. You have to pay taxes on your winnings. Now I wanted to check on this tax implication stuff because in the app it clearly states that you are being reimbursed for your spending. But rather than actually paying you back, what they're doing is cutting you a check for the amount that you're, technically eligible to win. Meaning it puts the winnings in kind of this weird gray area where it's is it a reimbursement? Is it a payback? What is it? Since they are cutting you a check for the amount that is stated in the app that you have spent so far this year, it means that this is technically income, meaning this check is subject to income taxes. And I know this because in the official rules, it clearly states that the winner is responsible for all associated taxes with the money. So if you're the lucky winner, you can expect Uncle Sam to come looking for their cut come tax time, which depending on where you live and your income level could be anywhere between 10 to 30% of the total winnings. Now using myself as an example because I don't know anyone else. I live in Minnesota, and taking into account the amount that I make annually from my job, I can expect to keep about 73% of the winnings, meaning that if I did win and I get the $10,000, it's actually going to be more like $7,500 by the time that taxes are accounted for. Bummer. If you're curious about how much you could expect to keep if you were the lucky winner from this, or just in general how much you pay in taxes, I'm going to link down below in the description the calculator I use to equate this. Now, it's very unfortunate that you're going to have to pay taxes on this, but that's pretty normal for most contests, and I do say most on purpose here. You've probably heard of Omaze before, right? Their whole platform is all about incentivizing people donating to charity for the possibility of winning a big prize. Their ads run all the time on YouTube, so I'd be actually kind of shocked if you've never heard of them before. Now, one of the best things that Omaze does, besides highlighting some phenomenal charities and nonprofits, is that they explicitly say in all of their contests that the taxes are included with the winnings.
That's right. Taxes and shipping included. With taxes and shipping included.
That's right. Taxes and shipping included.
I'll pick that up.
I just like pointing that out because I actually really like Omaze. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I'm way too small to be sponsored, but it's just meant to show the fact that Mint could be helping out with those taxes if they wanted to. But in this situation, Omaze is kind of the outlier. It's definitely not normal for a contest winner to have their taxes included in their prize. But the whole concept of the fact that they're having a contest as a means of reimbursing spending for the year, it's kind of like this weird spot where it's here, you spent $10,000 this year, have $10,000, but it's not actually $10,000 because you have to pay taxes on it. It's just kind of like this weird situation where I wanted to bring up the tax implication because of it. So yeah, those are the 3 big things that I think are important to know about when it comes to this contest. I'm also going to link down below in the description the official rules if you yourself want to check them out. I don't know why you'd want to because I basically highlighted everything that you needed to know in this video, but if you want to go check them out, they are there. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you. You're probably the kind of person that's interested in personal finance and everything that I am trying to do here, which is to help people save and make as much money as possible. So if you're into that, and I'm guessing that you are, considering that you clicked on and watched this video all the way through, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment down below to keep the conversation going. I'm putting out new videos weekly here, and I will see you in the next one.